Welcome to the Multinational Football League. The Brooklyn Blues take on the Vancouver Caps in what is set to be a high intensity game. So, in insane atmosphere here, Vancouver Caps trying to get their second win of the season throughout the 5 weeks, and the Blues just trying to stay on their hot streak to go 4-1 on the season. Don't mind the background noise and such. Now, I have been having issues with my videos getting copyrighted. Of course, no copyright claims, but stuff like that is definitely a problem. So we won't go into Super Sim immediately. What we will do though, we'll go to settings and we're gonna turn those stadium speakers down. Actually, we don't have to do that. We can just turn the music way down. Should have done this before, but we're doing it now, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, but with that being said, we're gonna hop into this one. Might have to do an extended analysis just off of that intro, but other than that, it's gonna be the Brooklyn Blues and the Caps right here, right now. Let's get it. The nice little NFL logo in the middle of the field. I don't know why that happened. It should be a C for the Caps, but Turner is immediately gonna get injured here. That's not a good sign. EJ Turner immediately out for the Caps, so that's, like I said, it's not a good thing. We'll be getting that evaluated here in the coming seconds here. Brooklyn Blues notable inactives. They don't have any inactives, so I don't know why that graphic comes up, but it did. Weirdly enough. Blitz coming. Passes caught. Justin Jefferson and Sam Darnold. Great connection between these two throughout the weeks, and they just really need to spread the variety maybe a little bit more. A lot of close losses here as TJ Hawkinson last week. 7 receptions, could only muster 52 yards. No touchdowns, which would contribute to a loss in that game. Meanwhile, play action. Darnold throws one, passes sticks, it's caught, and Darnold is going to have TJ Hawkinson for a first down. Big plays here for the Caps so far. Very methodical in a way, though, as they've been sticking with the short game, but more or less trying to incorporate at least 10 yards per play. Darnold look at the throw. Pass is caught for a second, and then he just gets laid out. Aaron Jones nearly had that one. So 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line. Addison and Jefferson on the same side. They'll hand it off to the running back in Jones, as it'll be 3rd and 7 after the fact, a 3-yard gain. Now the Blues would have a huge stop here if they can get it. Darnold to throw. Pass is down the field and caught. TJ Hawkinson. Big catch there. And I'm sorry to do this to you guys, but I'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I did miss the Vancouver touchdown, but I am here for the Blues to punt it away after what seemed like a slow but moving drive, as it'll be 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. The Caps looking to get to work here from the 16-yard line. Hand off to Jones. We'll end up getting 4 yards. 3 rushes today, 10 yards from each of those 3. As it'll be 2nd and 6. Darnold looking to throw. Passes caught by TJ Hawkinson, who's going to get his 5th catch for 58 yards. Already doing better than what he did last week. And Darnold's going to go play action here. Passes caught. Addison is going to pick up a very big first down. I was going to say much needed, but I mean, doesn't really fit the description here. 1st and 10 at the 44. Darnold under center. Trips bunch at the top of the screen. Play action. Darnold to throw. Passes incomplete underneath. CJ Mosley getting in there to jar the ball out. 2nd and 10 at the 44. There's a handoff. It's Jones. Jones is going to take a huge run. 1st and 10. 4th rush today, 28 yards. A great first half or first quarter so far for the Vancouver Caps. Question is, can they get another touchdown on the board? We've seen a team win like this before. And of course, that was Portland, who was originally 0-4 on the season. Now officially 1-4. If you guys want to check that out, of course, it's on the YouTube channel. Darnold fires incomplete. But as I was saying, the last video was a doozy. The Thunderbirds, who were 3-1 entering that matchup, lose to an 0-4 team. Darnold's going to take off. He's going to have some room. Darnold could have the longest scrambling touchdown, and he will. Touchdown, Caps. Unbelievable. Sam Darnold making history. Who would have thought that sentence would have came out of anybody's mouth? An incredible play by Darnold is going to get them a touchdown and 14 points above a high-powered team in the Brooklyn Blues. What an incredible thing we are witnessing here. The Caps are making a statement. As we'll see Brooklyn take the ball from about the 4. They get it to the 26, 22-yard return all in all, as Rodgers is going to come back out and try to make something work here. Looking to throw. Rodgers underneath route hits, and it's Lazard for the first down. This team's become a lot more like the Green Bay Packers than anything. When you take a look at the previous franchise, that's got a lot of airtime and nearly picked off. Devontae Adams got hit as he was trying to catch that ball. It went like 100 feet in the air and then came right back down. You'd think somebody would catch it, but not the case there, as Lazard's going to pick up a nice 9-yard gain, making 3rd and short for the Blues here. Handoff. And that run is going to get them a first down. The most coveted, I guess you could say, running back for the Blues, Breece Hall. Devontae Adams manned up. They're going to run it, though, and ends up picking up 3. Breece Hall, 22 rushes, 108 yards. No touchdown last week. And you would think you were looking at early season stats. But no, I mean, this guy's had multiple carries, but he is still a highly respected quarterback or running back as Wilson gets hit hard and it jars the ball loose. 3rd and 7. Rodgers to throw over the middle. It's caught. First down at the 33-yard line. Tight end able to pull it in there. Pace Jr. in coverage. All right. So I really thought I turned music off. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, I know why the NFL logo's there. It's the London Games. Which is weird to say because, this is the multinational football league, so it's more or less London just making more of a name for themselves. Anyways, the end of the first quarter, very unexpected. The Caps take a commanding lead over the Blues, 14-0 at the end of your first. So Conklin pulled in a huge first down catch. And now, after an incompletion, it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. Passes caught. Wilson is going to get 8. Pace Jr. on the tackle. Ends up being 3rd and 2 after the fact. And they look to run this ball here, which their last time didn't look so good with that play action. Devontae Adams is going to pick up a first down at 21. The 21-yard line, where they will ultimately be after the first down pickup. Play action once again for Rodgers. Pass is caught, and it's going to be 4 yards to gain. 17-yard line officially puts them in the red zone. And they could answer back to the Caps right now if they really want to. Rodgers, 2nd and 6. Lazard's got it. He gets a block. He's fighting for the end zone. He just can't get in there, though. Pace Jr., after making some plays here, is going to go down in that massive pile. Handoff. Breece Hall, touchdown! First touchdown I've seen today, and it'll be the first touchdown for the Blues as Breece Hall manages to find his way into the end zone here. He is a big-time rusher, even still, for the Blues after last week's unproductive work there. As the extra point is up and good to make it 7-14, 13 plays, 73 yards, 5 minutes time. As we kick this one away once again. The Caps will receive inside the 5-yard line and get it to the 22. Not a nice return there. Didn't have much room to operate as he caught that one near the goal line. 1st and 10 at the 22. Caps to throw. Passes picked off. The Blues going along the sideline. Pick 6. And in just 5 minutes, Michael Carter puts the Blues on the board on defense. Wow. What a sight. Carter able to keep his feet in after the interception. And he's going to save the offense a lot of time. And he's going to get them a touchdown to go with it. Extra point is up and good to make it a tie ball game in just 5 minutes of play time. I say 5 minutes because even though it says 9 minutes 54, I mean, this match was pretty vulgar before that. Is we'll end up getting this one to the 26 for first down, and Sam Darnold's going to try and shake that one off as he goes back out there. Easier said than done, though. I mean, you just tie the ball game up for the Blues. Darnold, motion to Jefferson, faking the handoff. Darnold gonna step up. He had the big rushing touchdown earlier, and he's gonna slide here. 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1 at the 35. Handoff. Jones just barely misses there. It's going to be 3rd and inches at the 36-yard line. Quite literally only like an inch there. Play action. Darnold going to get this one off to Addison, and Addison gets slammed. What a huge slam by Addison, or by C.J. Mosley there, picking up Addison and just dropping him straight on the London turf, as it'll be 1st and 10. Darnold going to get this one off to Addison. Going to be 7 yards the gain. Last time he got the ball, he was picked up and slammed. Gets the underneath route to maybe just help his health. Jones is going to go all the way to the 38-yard line. First down in enemy territory. Jones is fired up after that play, and we're going to see what more Darnold and the Caps can do. Pocket folding around, and Jefferson going to pick up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line. Darnold to throw. It's caught. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. First and 10. Handoff to Jones is going to go for 3. Quentin Williams able to make the tackle there. Darnold, clean pocket, looking to throw. It's a little bit of last-second pressure, tipped and caught. Are you kidding me? Darnold nearly throws an interception. He gets tipped up, and Addison comes down with it in the end zone. The highlights are going to be stacked for this one. Good Lord. What a game so far. A combined total of 35 points just in the first half. I don't want to speak too soon, but I believe that is the highest scoring first half in the league, as that is going to go to the 26th, the return, of course, as Breece Hall this season, 68 rushes, 351 yards, 2 touchdowns on the season. So looking to break 400 in this game, and if he's lucky, he might even break 450. Rodgers going to try and pull and keep on the read option play. Greenard is not fooled, though. Going to get him there. 2nd and 13 at the 28, or 23. Excuse me. 2nd and 13. Handoff. Breece Hall finds a little bit of room there. Cashman on the tackle. 3rd and 8 at the 29-yard line. Rogers stepping up. And he's going to be sacked. Couldn't find his way out right there. As it'll be 4th and 10 at the 26-yard line. And now the punt for the Brooklyn Blues incoming. So the offense for the Vancouver Caps will go back out here again at the 27 now. They've had quite the eventful day today. Sam Darnold throwing 2 touchdowns on 12 completions, 135 yards in this first half of play. But I mean, you take a look at the scoreboard. They don't have 14 if Darnold doesn't throw that pick. And, you know, this could be making headlines right now. Instead, the Brooklyn Blues still have a chance to go up in this one. Of course, the Caps still have a chance to put one on the scoreboard too, but missed opportunities. Very, very seldom. Clark is going to force the incompletion along with a bunch of other Blues. It's going to be 3rd and 13 at the 24-yard line. Motion to Jones. Pass is caught by TJ Hawkinson, who's going to be to stay up, but not for long. He's going to be tackled to make it 4th and 9 at the 28-yard line. 2-minute warning hits just before the Caps will punt it away to the Blues so that they might have a chance to kick this one away. Or get a touchdown, as the return here is going to be cut short by number 23 on defense. Nice open field tackle there. Breece Hall, 356 yards this time, 69 rushes, 2 touchdowns still on the season. Of course, he just scored his second at the start of the game, or at the start of the second quarter, I guess I should say. The Blues started on the scoreboard with Breece Hall, but man, I'll tell you, it's been a wild one today as the Blues are going to take a deep shot, nearly intercepted. A little bit of a fight going on there. I don't understand what the scuffle's about. Maybe not liking the coverage. Rogers to throw. Pass is caught. It's first down at the 30-yard line. No huddle. 11 seconds. The runoff. We've seen teams go down and have a chance to score, but the no huddle screws them over. 8 yards the gain. Timeout with 56 seconds left. The second for the Brooklyn Blues. Rogers drops back, fires, and Devontae Adams with an uncharacteristic drop there. Stops the clock, though, at 54 seconds. 3rd and 2 at the 41. Rogers to throw. Pass is knocked out of Wilson's hands. Incomplete. 4th and 2. See what Rogers and the Blues do here. They're going to go ahead and put it away. Of course, nothing to waste here. As I believe... yeah, I think they have the ball at the second half. The Multinational Football League London games going pretty well here. I mean, Germany running back Aaron Jones. 44 rushes. Or 44 yards in this game so far. Darnold trying to find some room, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. Quentin Williams getting to him there. The nice D tackle. Quentin Williams able to take him down with a host of just about 2 Blues. He'll be credited with the sack. He did have a little help on the push down animation there. 2nd and 21 at the 9. Handoff. Jones is going to be stopped right in the backfield, as that will be the end of the first half. Your score 14-21. The Caps with a surprising lead going into halftime. Getting a halftime report now. Of course, when we premiere these games, we'll have better graphics and such, but it goes immediately to the highlights here. Darnold in this London game has been amazing, throwing for 2 touchdowns, getting one of his own, and of course he threw a touchdown. Technically, you could say he threw 4 touchdowns today just in that first half because he threw it pick 6, but no matter, as we kick off the second half here in quarter number 3, we're going to see Breece Hall, who has 69 rushes, still on 356 yards, 2 touchdowns on the season. Don't know why they're so obsessed with showing that stat line. Couldn't tell you myself what's coming. It's delayed, and a catch made. Huge catch over the middle. Wilson is able to make it all the way to the 44-yard line. Look at this. Absolutely just blown coverage here. The Blues delay a blitz. They're able to find a man over the middle because no one seems to want to cover that Wilson route, as 1st and 10 at the 44 is going to end up in a 3-yard gain to the 41. Breece Hall carrying the football once again. Here's 2nd and 7 at the 41. And we have movement. Most called in these simulation games, the false start hurt many teams' drives, especially when they're close to getting that 3rd down conversion. You know, it's 3rd short. Someone moves before the snap, and they're just inches away. It sucks so bad, but only one person's to blame for all of that, of course, is Rodgers. Was taking his sweet time. He gets 2 yards the rush, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. A drive killer right there. False start definitely hurt him a lot. Rodgers should have took off maybe a little bit sooner there. Gonna have ball carrier visions as a QB when you decide to scramble. As this one is actually pinpointed inside the 5. I'll get this one to the 3-yard line. Darnold is going to try and take a snap from his own end zone. We're going to see if this Caps insanity run continues, as Darnold, getting pressured, nearly goes down for a safety. That would help Brooklyn out a lot. 2 points plus, getting the ball back, as they were just on a good run, and plus they'd have good field position. So they'll run it here, and they're going to go back a yard. 3rd and 11. Being very careful to avoid any type of malfunction here that's going to result in 2 points. Motion inside to one of the receivers. Handoff. Jones finds a lane. Jones up the sideline. A 24-yard gain for Aaron Jones. Gets to the edge there after breaking just a little bit off of a tackle there. And Darnold and the Caps are still going to continue to move this ball down the field. Darnold going under center. Jones on the handoff. Took his time in the backfield. The only person I've seen that one work out for is Le'Veon Bell. We all see where he's at. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line. Darnold throwing. Pass is caught. Justin Jefferson going to pick up a 1st down. Under 52 yards so far for Sam Darnold. The yards aren't what's mattering, though. It's more or less just the touchdowns that he's been able to get as they come in short completions for sure. 2nd and 7 at the 42, and we're going to have motion from the Caps. Wonder why it's so false start prominent. You know, for these games, I'm just trying to figure that one out. I definitely like a variety of penalties in these matchups, but bigger fish to fry here on 3rd and 4 at the 45-yard line. Darnold. 2 possible blitzers. They back off. Darnold's going to fire to Jefferson, who makes a very crucial catch. And speaking of crucial catch, that's the week we're in right now. Crucial catch week in the Multinational Football League as these guys are playing, so that is the storyline right now. 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line. Vancouver making noise here in London. Pass is caught by TJ Hawkinson, who's going to go for gain to the 30-yard line. 14-21. We've got to start making custom fields. Because, I mean, honestly, that might be a huge thing for the development here in this league. If you guys would like custom stuff, of course, drop a like, sub, comment that you would definitely like to see it. Of course, usually my view duration doesn't go to this point, so you guys would be kind enough as to get the video out, you know, share to your friends, you know, stuff like that. That'd be absolutely amazing. 3rd and 8 at the 28-yard line, though. Vancouver. Darnold to throw. Pass is incomplete. TJ Hawkinson. On 4th and 8 now, the Caps are going to take the first field goal of the game. 45 yards out. Can he drill it? Kick is up. It is good. So Reichard able to knock this one straight down the middle. That one's probably good from 50. As this kick is up and away. Blues managed to get to the 28-yard line on the return. Breece Hall now 71 rushes, 362 yards, 2 touchdowns. Seemed very focused on that 400-yard milestone as Rodgers gets this one out to Wilson, who makes a contested catch. 8 yards, 36-yard line here as the Blues set up once again on 2nd down. Rodgers going under center. Faking the handoff. He's got time. Sips one down the field, and it's incomplete. Shut to Devontae Adams in double coverage. Definitely not the right read if you're asking me, but that's what they go for. I mean, of course, it still doesn't work out, but they're going to have more opportunities here as Breece Hall finds his way over the first down marker. The only difference in this second half so far, or the 3rd quarter, the only difference that's been made is a 3-point extension for the Vancouver Caps. Clock stopped with that incompletion. Rodgers going to throw. He's got time. He's going to take off, though. He sees something down the field. And obviously a very injury-prone Aaron Rodgers. Gonna slide here. 9 yards the gain after the scramble. Rodgers looking to throw. Pass is caught. He's got some green grass. If he could just make a man miss, can't make it happen. 1st and 10 at the 37. Hall able to catch this one and turn up field. And like I said, if he's just able to cut back, make someone miss, he's got a pretty catastrophic gain for the Caps here. Rogers throwing deep. He's got him. 16-yard line. Devontae Adams and Rogers, the dynamic duo, connecting here. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. 10 seconds in the third quarter. Might be the final play. Rogers is going to slide, and that will end our third quarter. 4 yards on the scramble by Rogers. We're going to see what happens here. Addison with a very nice tip catch there in the first half. Of course, pick 6 as well. What's really keeping the Blues in it. 14-24, the Caps still with the lead. 2nd and 6. Now they've got to try and find a touchdown and a field goal to at least tie. If they want a lead here, they can do 2 touchdowns, which is very possible here in this fourth quarter. We'll take it a step further, maybe 3. But they've got to have a good offense for it. Oh my gosh, Adams is on an island right now. They're still going to hand it off. Hall makes a man miss in the backfield. He's trying to fight his way forward. They're going to say no touchdown. Inches away here. No challenge flag thrown. Rogers. Handoff. Breezes through. Touchdown, Breece Hall. 3rd touchdown on the season. And the 2nd touchdown of this game, as Hall records his 2nd offensive touchdown, and the Blues still in the running for a win here in Week 5, as they definitely want that 4-1 record here. Usually these teams go on to the playoffs, and they're trying to make their case, but, it really doesn't look good. They're playing a Vancouver Caps team that, is 1-3 for obvious reasons. They've hardly been able to score in any games, and all of a sudden they're recording 24 points against the Blues defense. Here is Sam Darnold. He's been the main reason. Tip ball, and it's caught. TJ Hawkinson on just a simple route gets a touchdown on that first drive. As we're seeing Darnold and what he can do here. Second half certainly been slower, but they go play action here. Darnold's going to try to make me eat my words, and it's going to be a medium gain. 45-yard line. Jefferson on the gain there. 1st and 10 at the 45. So about a 15-yard gain, maybe 20. As they'll hand it off here to Aaron Jones, who's going to end up getting a yard. And now the Caps face 2nd down. And TJ Hawkinson just gets bodied by CJ Mosley. 3rd and 9 at the 47-yard line. Caps throwing, passes caught. 4th and 4 at the 49-yard line. So they'll pin him inside the 20 here, but the Blues still know that they have a chance here. Wilson, Lazard, and Devontae Adams is not a cupcake receiver trio, as that's going to be nearly intercepted. Rodgers has got to find one person at least from that trio before it's picked off, and can't have that for certain. Handoff. Brees Hall is going to have a yard on the gain here. Not looking good for the Blues. Almost an interception, only a 1-yard gain. What's next? Rodgers in an empty set. 3rd and 9, 17-yard line. Blues to throw. Picked off. Unbelievable. Vancouver and Blake Cashman have a pick, the first pick for the Caps in this game, and it might end up costing them. It might end up costing the Blues the game here. Upset alert going wild here. Or I guess we could call it the upset radar, as Sam Darnold in the Caps could be the second team to make the upset win here in week 5. As a handoff here will go to Aaron Jones, who picks up a gain of 2. Really no rush game has been good on... Defense has been good in the run game so far, as they have been able to hold these guys to some moderate gains at times. Now, they have broken off for a few big plays. That's why, Jones has 95 yards. He could actually have a touchdown here. He's not going to get it, though. 1st and goal at the 3. And Jones, I don't know if he's trying to hit a milestone, but he's certainly working towards it here. 1st and goal at the 3. And Jones is just going to walk right into the end zone. The Caps have a touchdown. Thanking his lineman, giving the handshake. Good doing business with you folks. Squeeze on past. That is amazing. Vancouver is going to go up by oh my goodness. Going to go up by 10 here with 6 minutes, 23 seconds. 4 plays, 21 yards, 1 minute and 40. As the Caps will end up making this one way harder for the Brooklyn Blues than what it was before. This London game might show a little bit of what the Multinational Football League is all about. The Brooklyn Blues nearly in trouble here. 1st and 10 at the 25. Rodgers looking to throw. Passes incomplete. Lazard, the intended target. Defense has just been on point so far for this Vancouver Caps team here in the 4th quarter. As the Blues will end up getting this one, and it'll be a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7 at the 29. We've seen this kind of drive before. Almost an interception, 1 yard, and then the actual interception. Rodgers is going to look to throw, and he's going to find a nice opening for Conklin there. It's going to be a 1st down to 42. The Caps have just got to stay on their A game right here. You allow a touchdown, you could also allow this team to go down, score a field goal, and now you're in overtime where anything can happen. Rodgers to throw. He is hawked down by Van Ginkel. Andrew Van Ginkel is going to take down Rodgers in an instant. 2nd and 20 at the 32-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to have a slip screen opening. Breece Hall stiff arms a man, stops the clock by running, or, well, not really stopping the clock. Yeah, it does. That's weird. Usually the clock keeps on ticking unless it's a 2-minute warning, but maybe they're trying to help the Blues out maybe just a little. Swinging one down the field, incomplete. Possibly Lazard on target there. I wasn't too sure what the number was, and they are going for it. That is, excuse my language here, but that has to be like the most balls of steel play I've seen, and that's not going to play off. Van Ginkel. Is going to take him down at the line of scrimmage. Not necessarily a sack, but it might as well have been, as the Caps will take over at the 33-yard line, possibly run up the score even more than what it already was. Motion to Addison. Play action. Darnold standing there, firing. End zone! Incomplete. Nearly an interception for Sam Darnold, and that would have been the best break the Blues have gotten all day. Handoff. Jones. He's going to get 3 yards. 23 rushes, 105 yards so far for the veteran quarterback. Or running back. Why do I keep calling him a quarterback? Try to make the joke at some point. You know, if he goes in a Wildcat, I'll say the quarterback Aaron Jones taking the field. I mean, at this point, it's gotten crazy. The fact that I can't string together a sentence. I mean, this is insane. 4th and 9, they're going to go ahead and kick a field goal. 32 yards. Okay, they're at the 38-39, so it's really about a 48-49 yard field goal, as Reichard is going to knock that one down as well. Said he could probably hit from 50 plus earlier, or at least 50. So there's your kick meter, I guess. My goodness. 1st and 10 at the 27. Vancouver increases their lead to 13. And with 2 minutes, 45 seconds, it's finally setting in that the Blues might be a part of an upset here in Week 5. The trap game week so far, as Lazard is going to pick up a 1st down here. Rodgers just crosses 200 yards this game. Looking to throw. Rodgers. Pass is caught. Conklin going up the sideline, and he's going to get out of bounds here. 2 minutes 17 to go as he gets out. (21-34). Rodgers in the pocket. Fires, and it's picked off. Vancouver could run it back. Nothing but green in front of him. And he's saying red. Touchdown, Caps. The most defensive scoring game in the league has just been achieved. I mean, this is insane. What a play. Number 24 for the Caps. Bynum able to get the pick here and return it. And now they're feeling cocky. They're going to go for 2 points. Handoff. Jones had a wide open opening. He misses out. Just can't get it. Jones. He knows this one stings. Bynum gets a pick 6. They can't convert the second. The 2-point conversion. Play design does not go to plan there. It's going to be a nice little return here. And uh-oh, Reed Jr. going down. Or I thought that was Reed Jr. Powell is going down. Maybe I'm thinking for the Blues. 1st and 10 at the 29. Start playing the Blues in this matchup because I'll tell you this, it has not been a pretty match so far. Lazard able to pick up a little there, and Lazard not feeling too good. He's going to go to the locker room. We'll see what's up with him in the halftime show, or the post-game show. Meanwhile, a first down here at the 42 warrants a timeout. Brooklyn trying to get a garbage time touchdown that's going to be swatted away. That could have been another pick six, and it would have made it the highest scoring game in the league's history. It might already be that way. I'm not too sure. Blues throwing incomplete. If they can go above 40, it would be the most scored by a single team in the Multinational Football League. 3rd and 10 at the 42. The throw is going to be made, but they're going to be just short here. Unbelievable. No huddle here. 4th and inches. Rodgers throwing. Caught. First down at the 35. I'll get out of bounds here with 1:20 to go. Rodgers looking to throw, standing firm in the pocket, throws. Devontae Adams can't bring it down. 2nd and 10 at the 35. Rodgers to throw. Getting good protection. He's running out. Throws or tries to, but he's going to be taken down for a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 9. No huddle still. Looking to throw. Fires one. End zone. Incomplete. Unbelievable. The Blues just seem out of it. Rodgers was trying to get something to work there. It doesn't end up happening. 36 seconds. Rodgers throwing, passes caught, and that does not help him whatsoever. An underneath route. And Cashman is able to deny the Blues in an upset that will certainly shake the division, as the Caps are getting a comeback story here in this game. I mean, take a look. They went up 14-0 in that first quarter. I mean, you can't say that for very many teams in this league. And the Caps are just going to kneel it out here. I mean, I wish this had the same thing as college football, where it just sped up the time and we could be done with this, because we have hit the 5-minute recording mark and now we're at 57 minutes. So there we go. With triple zeros on the clock, 40-21, the Blues will end up losing this game in a catastrophic fashion, choking heavily in the fourth quarter. Adams, number 22 for the Blues, hugging it out, of course, and the first London game I've seen in the Multinational Football League manages to be one of the best defensive matches we've ever seen. Lots of points. Bynum returns a pick six. The other side in the first half returned a pick six. And you can see who just got it done better here. Rodgers picks were the story here. No touchdowns, 264 yards, 58.1 completion percentage. Sam Darnold, 2 touchdowns, 195 yards, no real big completion percentage mark there. They get 66.7 for him. And I'll try to see what we can do with this here. Longest pass 28, longest pass 26 for Aaron and Sam. Jones, longest run of the day, goes for 24. Sam Darnold had a really big run for 35 yards, and that was the rushing touchdown. The longest, as Alan Lazard might be out, and that's going to be a huge thing if he is, because the Blues rely heavily on that passing trio. And on defense, Ivan Pace Jr. is going to be out as well. Hopefully, he'll return next week. No real telling in that one, as we are running out of time here in this one. Kicking, no one really looks at kicking. Punting, nothing. I mean, we can look at kick return. 82 yards for Isaiah Oliver. Brandon Powell is actually going to be out as well, so that's interesting. Well, anyways, first London game of the Multinational Football League goes well, while the first one without, all the Nighthawks fans and such, as we'll say so long from London, Brooklyn, and the Caps. 21-40, Caps win.